Welcome to Dirksón Photography and welcome to the self-made portrait photography project. The idea is to photograph the one person that is never in an image, and that is the photographer himself. The way that we do it, we take a camera, put it on a tripod, the Canon EOS RP. I have the Sigma 35 art lens. I have here a remote control, one on the camera, one in my hand. When I push the button, camera takes a picture. I want this to be an homage to the photographer because he's never in the image. Occasionally somebody takes an image of the photographer, but there is never really a photo shooting with the photographer as the model. That's what we're going to do now. I want to inspire other photographers to also be in the image, because the photographer is the person who values images most, as he puts his whole life into it. So let's start.
So this video course will play in different parts of the world. So in Spain I used to photograph a lot with the direct sunlight. Here in Germany what we are now going to do is to photograph more with the shadows and photograph more in shade. So I'm here now in a park. There is sunlight, but actually I am in the shade. When you look to the ground, you see parts of the ground are very bright. That's where the sun comes through. But actually most of it is all in shade. The sunlight is blocked by the trees. And so I'm now shooting in the shade. So camera wise, the settings, I have the Canon EOS RP here with the Sigma 35mm art lens, and I go to ISO 200. I have the aperture to f1.4 because I want the blurry background, and I don't use ISO 50. I go a little bit higher because I'm shooting in the shade where it's actually a little bit darker than when I shot with direct sunlight. So ISO 200, f1.4, and then shutter speed is 1/800th of a second. I can also take another ISO, I can take another aperture and take another shutter speed. It's just the setting for this photo shoot. I don't have the settings while I'm taking pictures because the light is the same, the shade is the same, so I don't have to change the camera settings. And the scenario here is I want to have some images of me as a wedding photographer. That's the scheme. That's what's actually in the image. In the image there's a guy with a camera that's not looking into the camera but looking to somewhere else, so he's actually photographing someone. Now looking at his outfit with the suit and the tie, it seems like he's a wedding photographer photographing a wedding couple, but you don't see the wedding couple, you only see the photographer. That's the story I want to tell. And you see now here, the further I go away, the more you see the background. At f1.4 usually the black background is very blurry, but when I step further away from the camera you see more of the background. If I get closer to the camera, more and more of the black background will get blurry. And so when there are many people in the background, I try to get close to the camera so you don't see the people. When no one is in the background and I want the image to present more than just me, I want the image to show where are we actually, how is the weather, how is the scene, how is the situation. Then I go further away to integrate the background more. But most of the time actually when I'm taking these pictures where I am the only person in the frame, I focus on that person. I focus on the photographer in action, the emotion that he presents. So it's me standing there or sitting there. I change the camera angle to get a different perspective. I don't need to change the place I'm shooting. I just put the camera down or up, and then I adapt myself. So I knee down when the camera looks down, so it still captures my face and not just my feet. And just by the change of angle I get different images, and I can photograph myself from the front, from the side, from the back, from the close, near close, and from further away. This way I get a variety of different images at the same place using the same lens, the same camera settings. And once we master the camera settings, which is just very easy to do, then we have to think about which emotions do I want to see in these images. What do I want to present? I want to present someone who's happy, who's doing what he loves, who's a positive person. So I have to create that within me. It's not just I will not just laugh or look nice without any reason. So I actively say or think, I'm now taking pictures, I want to have fun in these images, I want to have a great time taking these pictures, and I want you to see in these images there's somebody who's happy, who's enjoying his life, who's in the moment, who's doing what he's loving. So I have to create that emotion. I have to laugh, I have to smile, even when there is nobody around me. I have to create that, and we create that by being thankful. Think about something that you're thankful for. In this scenario, I have a beautiful camera in my hand. I'm thankful for that. I have a beautiful lens there. I'm thankful for that. I have a nice dress on. It looks pretty nice. I'm thankful for that. It's not raining, it's sunny. I'm thankful for that. And I add more and more to these being thankful for, and then it's very easy to smile and look fulfilled.